Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this RPM high gear stream, and today I'm going to show you a lap around the Shanghai International Circuit of China. Just before the stream starts, I'm going to take you on a hot lap. Yeah, let's go for it. Into the final corner, starting this hot lap now onto the main pit straight. Make sure to keep it on the racing line and veer to the left for the start of the snail section of turn 1, 2 and 3. Shift down to 5th gear very quickly, then continue to down to 4th, down to 1st. And make sure you hit this apex here on the inside, keep it into 1st, inside, apex again, and then short shift to 4th, up to 5th, and ideally don't split out too wide, maintain this line onto this little hairpin right here, down to 2nd gear and immediately short shift back up to 3rd to make sure for best traction onto this middle sector. We go into 7th gear now, make sure to not touch this curb on the inside, and again here, for this right hander, not touch any curves because it will spit you out wide. Down to 3rd gear, short shift into 4th. Feather the throttle right here, hit this apex but not too much curb and then run it out wide, just not invalidated. Now onto this crucial section just before the long back straight, down into 1st, short shift to 4th and keep this car off the curbs on the outside, and short shift to 5th, 6th and 7th gear onto this main straight. Try and get as smooth of a run as possible because this straight is so important for your lap. DRS open now and use everything of the ERS you have remaining as this hairpin now in this game where the traction is so key. Down into 2nd gear, but make sure that hitting the apex you shift back up to 3rd. Do not touch the curb on the outside as well because it will ruin your run. Onto the final corner now. Down into 5th gear. Fly over the curb and don't invalidate your lap there. And that is a 129.5 for you here on this hot lap.
Right, welcome everyone to the China round 2 of high gear here in RPM. Joining you is RPM Prof Pratik, and alongside me I have Shaq Attack. How are you doing, Shaq?
I'm fine, thank you. Good evening, everybody. Hope you are having a good day. Welcome along to the Shanghai International Circuit in China. We're here for round 2 with our fastest drivers in high gear. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like yet, but we do have an 80-minute qualifying session coming up first.
Yep, that is true. Lots of names to look out for in high gear, of course. Alongside Lucas De Vriend, who's our reserve, and many more. So let me just enable everything for you guys.
Yeah, and it does look like the weather is going to be dry for the qualifying and race, which is good for these drivers because no one wants rain really. We as the spectators we might want a bit of rain, but these guys, I guess they want an easy ride,
Yeah, especially on China when it's such a difficult track to race anyways. Alongside rain, it makes it even more worse. So we'll check
very.
Yeah.
Mm. And people going out on the track now. It looks like Flying Boy Val is out. We've got Law as well, both of the Ferraris out. And yeah, those are your first 2 drivers out.
Yeah, we'll just have a look at them now.
Looks like they want to jump on everyone. No one else seems to be going out right now. Oh, another one went out. Not sure who that is there. But yeah, these Ferraris are quite close to each other, so maybe they want to be slipstreaming each other down the straight. If they are teammates, so they do want to help each other quite a lot. And then we also have Marius Daniel and CJ Butch on the track as well.
Oh, and lots of people having to leave the session. I wonder what's going on with them.
Yeah, I hope everything's okay.
I saw Lucas left the session.
We saw yesterday there was quite a lot of problems with the servers.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's okay today. I do really hope because we want a good race today.
Yeah.
Especially at this great track.
Exactly. I think Law is the first one. Just going for his hot lap. So here it comes now, going just past the finish line. DRS is now enabled. Lucas is joined back, which is very good to see. And Law is just starting off his lap in his Ferrari. Now going through the twisty section. Very technical part of the track, isn't it, Shaq? As he goes very, very wide, but comes back in eventually.
Yeah, that first two corners is very difficult to get right, but you can use. I've seen drivers use a lot of different lines because of how long the corner is and how it cuts back in for turn 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see what lines these drivers use.
Again, Law, unfortunately, going onto the grass a bit. I think he's having a few understeer problems with this setup, which is understandable with his first lap in quali. As we have sector 3 yellow flags, I think that's just people slowing down.
Yeah, it looks like Marius Daniel has got purple sector 1 so far.
Interesting. We'll see what banker time Law sets first, and then we'll have a look at the others.
It looks like only Maltese on the mediums, so maybe he's going for a different strategy for the race.
And John, the weatherman, has updated me saying there's a full dry race. Prof, thank you very much, John.
Nice one. Law now finishing his lap. Looks like he's got a pretty clean sector 1 and 2, but Marius Daniel has beat his sector 2 time. But now across the line, and that's 1:39.9. That's a decent banker lap, that is.
Flying Boy Val goes in front of him by about a tenth with a 1:31.8. Marius Daniel, I think, is the next, unless it's an AlphaTauri of... No. Is it an AlphaTauri? All eyes on Marius Daniel. With DRS enabled, Marius Daniel in the end. He sets a provisional pole with a 1:31.3, so quite a big gap there between.
Yeah, 5 tenths ahead. He did get the fastest sector. Well, fastest sector 3. It looks like FTT has beat his sector 2 time, and he does go provisional pole with a 1:30.3. So that's very close between the pair of them there.
Yeah, FTT is a big gap.
Actually, no, yeah, it's not. It's 1 second the gap actually. So FTT with a great banker up there.
A whole second. Andrew X
So
must be just finishing off, and he is. That means FCT's done a very good lap in his Williams.
Yeah, he has, definitely. So Lucas is about to go on his lap in the house as well, the reserve driver for today.
Yeah, he keeps changing cars, does Lucas. This time he's in the house and he's ready to give us a good lap, hopefully. He's got a bit of traffic ahead of him as well, but he does this first tricky technical part very nicely, staying close to the apex in 4th gear.
Yeah, it looks like Baka is going to get out of the way. Nicely done from him.
Yeah,
very clean first sector. He has gone purple with a 23.7, which is about 3 tenths faster than everyone else's first sector. It's a great job from him. Now through his left and the right, very long corners. This is in quite a hard braking zone. Into this double left-hander, he goes a bit wide, but he does keep it on the track.
Stays within the track limits. Yep.
Now heavy braking into this left and a long right down to the kilometer back straight, I think it is. It's a very long back straight, this one.
And it's hard for the traction too. And he has spun the car.
You know, got on the throttle a bit early, a bit too early. He's gonna have to restart his lap or maybe pit for fresh rubber. But Multi,
it's a bit annoying, but he's gonna get out on a fresh set of boots. And Multi,
yeah, he might finish his lap on his mediums. He did set 1 lap, but he was 20 seconds behind, so he made a mistake. And this lap, he's only 3 tenths behind Bills in 9th place, and he is on warm mediums. So I'm not sure if he's gonna pit and go for soft or just stick to these mediums. He is in the top 10. But no one else behind him has set a lap, and Brent's also on his mediums there.
That's interesting. Only 2 drivers, even though the medium is very overpowered, only 2 drivers have opted for the medium tyres, and one of them is Brent alongside Multi. But Brent's not on a hot lap just yet. And the top 2 right now are FCT, Andrew X and Belka Tosco. Captain Blade goes P6 with a 131.3. Back is set at 131.6. He's in the pits right now.
Yeah, and Val seems to have been pushed down from P3 to P9 now.
P9.
With Law still in P4. So it looks like he did set a pretty good lap, but FCT is just very, very far ahead of him. But you know, it's only their first lap, so they'll have time where they'll have 9 minutes to do 2 more laps, or maybe even more. And Spritzy, you did say that you can't hear the cars.
Alright, yeah.
I can hear the cars on the stream, so I'm not sure what that's about.
I'll put it on 9. See
how
that
you
goes.
can go and do that.
Right, any other laps to look out for? Captain Blade is just on the kilometre long straight, like Shaq told us. On a low ERS, so just finishing off his hot lap. Val is just starting off his lap, so we're stuck on board with Captain Blade for now.
Does look like he's on worn softs, I think. I think he might have set 1 lap on these softs already. It's a bit heavy going through the exit of the last corner. Yeah, got on the curb a bit too much, just saved it.
We'll definitely be after this, I guess.
Yeah,
in his
it was a good save, but you know, you don't really want to be doing that because it's the last corner. You just want to finish off your lap. And it looks like Andrew is going on his lap.
Yep, just
at the start of it. Quite a clean turn 1 and 2 and 3 even. Got traffic, but hopefully they should get out of his way. And Blade does get out of his way.
He does. That's the fastest sector 1 if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it is. He did go a bit wide through turn 6, I think that is. But it's pretty clean from Andrew so far.
Yeah, very nicely done.
Yeah, on the TAS, it does look like he is behind FCT by about 2 tenths. FCT
so we'll see that. If he can make up in the 3rd sector, maybe. Just maybe.
Bit of a lock up there, but he does hit the apex nicely. These drivers opting for higher gears, like they did in Bahrain as well.
In
so that's
Bahrain,
interesting,
yeah.
isn't it?
Very,
final
very
corner now.
And P2, just 3 tenths behind the provisional pole with FCT, who set his banker lap as a provisional pole lap, so he could be going even quicker.
These guys at the top are very fast.
Yeah.
And so Bill's on his mediums.
Yeah, on medium tyres.
Going on his lap now. Interesting to see how he compares to the soft runners.
As Lucas goes with a 130.6 into P2.
Very good lap from him. Only 100th ahead of Andrew, so those two are very close. They might be fighting in the race quite a fair bit.
Yeah.
And Bills then, does seem to have a pretty good sector 1.
It looks like a nice and clean lap from Bills, taking it easy.
Yeah, it does. Don't want to, spin these medium tyres up too hard.
No, not at all. As I see a Haas is spun. Might be Lucas or Boris. But Lucas, he had spun, but he's back on track. So back on board with Bills.
Yes. FCT also saying faster sector 2. So he's going even faster now.
Wow. Impressive.
But They're
See what
built into the
time
final
Jules
sector
says.
now.
No
It's
one
looking
else has
fairly
managed.
easy on these mediums.
Yeah, no one else has managed to set a competitive time on the medium tyres. Maybe Bills could be the first one. He goes up into P8. Decent from Bills on his medium tyres.
That is very good on medium tires, yeah.
FCT
And wow,
129.9. He's on another
very good
level.
lap from him.
His FCT.
Yeah, he really is. Very good lap from him. That was like 8-7 tenths ahead of Lucas.
Yeah. Boris is just gonna do his first lap, I think, finishing off his first lap time in his house, and he goes P2
Wow.
just in front of his teammate. 130.5. Lovely lap from
Two
Boris.
is looking very, very strong.
We didn't see Spinotler, who was last week's race winner, and he did just set a time with a P2 with a 130.2 in his Red Bull.
So the track, should I say, does seem like it's gripping up quite a lot now with these drivers going faster and faster. And there's still 4 minutes to go, so you know we could see even faster times. But it's going to be difficult to match FCT because he's gone very fast, about 3 tenths ahead of Spinotler.
Any other drivers? I'm on board with Banter Brandon right now, who's on a hot lap. He's a new driver, I think, in RPM, so he'll be looking to make a name for himself and have a good result in the end.
Does look like quite a fast driver, Brandon is. He is still on his mediums. Interesting to note, a lot of people in the press room, they are saying, some of them like China, some of them don't like China, but they're all saying that the track is very difficult, especially through the first sector, the long technical left right handers, you know.
Yeah.
It's very easy to spin there, and it's quite hard to gain time there. Yeah, Brandon, he said that he said it's a great track, but he also says that it requires a lot of precision and concentration,
Brandon
which
seems to
these
have backed
drivers
off
are showing.
on his lap on the mediums.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, Spinotler spun the car. Spinotler has spun the car round in his Red Bull. But he's back on track.
Brandon, it doesn't look like he has any fuel left. I think that's why. I think he might have gone on a lap before.
Maybe that's why he backed off.
A lot of drivers on their final out laps now. Got Bell coming into the pits after his lap, his P6. Bills might be on the lap as well. Set a pretty good sector 1 and sector 2. But he is about 5 tenths down on FTT on the first sector.
Bill still is on the mediums in his McLaren.
Yeah, that might be right. And it's on 2 lap old mediums as well. They're not fresh, so they're going to be a bit slower, but he could improve this.
If he starts outside the top 10, he could go on the mediums anyway. But he obviously thinks he has the pace, which he does look quite strong. And P9.
Kind of back in P10, who is still in the pits. So quite a lot of drivers going on their out laps now. We've got FCT, Boris, Lucas, Andrew, then Law, both of the Ferraris actually, and then Multi and then Patrick Brent, and we could see a lot more drivers as well.
Marius Daniel seems to be on a hot lap in his Alfa Romeo. And he is up on his time by just a fraction, could go higher in sector 3. Ferrari gets out the way, Flying Boyval gets out the way nicely.
Yes, his sector 3 time wasn't too fast compared to FCT, so he could improve. He could improve on this lap. Got all the time to gain through this section. These tight corners here. The penultimate corner, penultimate
Stays in
hairpin
third
now.
gear, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And Papage is retired. What's happened to him? That might be in the pits actually.
Yeah, Marathon goes very wide through the last corner and he does improve. Yeah, he invalidated. That's unfortunate for him. It was looking like a pretty decent lap. Lucas with fastest sector 1.
I think Captain
That's
Laban
interesting.
P3 as well with a 130.2.
Yeah. Lucas is fast sector 1, but...
Is that on track for Marius Daniel?
Yeah, it's on track.
It is on track.
And luckily, there's no one behind him, but we should try not to do that because you don't want to mess up other people's laps.
Yeah, not at all.
So it looks like Lucas got faster sector 1, and in sector 2 he's matched FCT. He hasn't gone faster, but he's only about 300 behind.
That was very, very close with Andrew X and the car in front of him in quali, but in the end he managed to like not crash into him, and he goes up into P4.
No, looks like a spin from Lucas, and he's in the wall. Oh, that was looking like a very good lap from him.
Was that in the final corner?
Yeah, final corner
missed
again.
that,
Final
yeah.
corner. Yeah, seems to be catching a lot of people out here.
I guess
Just
on
like
the
just like the big curve in Bahrain.
oh, Flying
think
Boy
this might
Val
be the
also
killer.
lost it. I reckon on traction for Flying Boy Val.
Oh, and Law.
And Law is also out.
Yeah,
No,
so
he's
this is
not
a
out.
fast
He's just on the
right-hander.
gravel. I think lots of drivers trying to push as hard as they can for the final laps and then just binning it in the end.
Yeah. They're taking a lot of risks.
Captain Blade jumps into pits, he cannot improve. Flying Boy Val also going into the pits. Oh, Brent hasn't set a lap time yet. We'll have a look at Brent. He's just finishing off his hot lap.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he does go a bit wide. Yeah, he goes very wide. I'm not sure what's
Oh,
going
yeah.
on there, but yeah, so he's starting last on the grid then. So he will have choice of tyres, but I don't think that's what he wanted for his qualifying session.
But here comes Boris, and he goes P4 with a 130.4. Another lovely lap from Boris.
Great lap from him.
CJ Butch goes P13. FCT goes P1
Wow.
with a 129.8. Surely that is our pole sitter. Surely, unless anyone can improve. But Sminotlo, someone who could improve, but I think he is up on his time a bit. And so
Yeah, it looks like he's got fastest sector 1. Well, he looks like he's backed off through sector 2.
Yeah, he has
though.
backed off. Yeah, and that
Yeah.
should be it for our qualifying session.
Yeah, it looks like FCT has got pole position then. It was a great lap from him. He's been on the pace this whole qualifying session.
Yeah. So I'll just go through our qualifying standings for us, which is it. FCT takes our pole position. He looked fastest throughout qualifying, and in the end he does take pole with a 129.8. Sminotlo goes P2 with a 130.2. Captain Blade equals just about Sminotlo's time, looking very fast as Captain Blade with a 130.2 as well. Boris P4, Andrew and Lucas P5 and 6. Lucas unfortunately binning it on the final corner, I believe. Bell is in P7 with a 130.8. Marius Daniel P8. Law P9. Bills P10. Backer P11. And I'll go through the rest just soon. Lucas just says in the chat that he was 5/10 up, which is very, very lucky for him.
Yeah, he did get purple sector 1. That was very unlucky. Just trying to push it too hard in the final corner, really.
Yeah, exactly. So
But do you want to go ahead and read out the rest of the grid for us?
yeah. So Bills P10, Backer P11. Bills is on the mediums, remember, in P10. He's the only one who's stuck with the mediums, in fact. Backer P11, Multi P12, CJ Butch P13, Banter Brandon is P14, Flying Boy Val P15. Brent, I'm sure he could have done better in his Aston Martin, but he ends up in P16. And then Papi Drew with no time is in P17. And that is it for our qualifying session.
You know what, Brent, he is in last, but I'm pretty sure this is his first proper race in RPM, so he could show his pace. He could really show his pace in the race. It's not the most difficult track to overtake. You got the medium sector, which is a bit difficult, but the long back straight could provide many overtakes for Brent and even the rest of the drivers. So he will really want to show his pace through this race.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and we are nearly ready. Everyone's just picking their strategies. What's the strategies you think, Shaq, for China?
Well, I'm not actually too sure, but these drivers on mediums, they could either do medium softs or medium hards. I don't actually know the strategy for this truck, so
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure mediums is very, very strong on China at the start as a strategy, because the softs don't last very long at all, especially
Yeah,
used
yeah.
ones. So
that is
we'll see
very,
what
very
strategies
true.
people pick.
Oh, then the driver's not getting ready to go on their formation lap.
There we go, yep. Just enable everything for our viewers. We should be good to go. FCT, again, an amazing lap, and we'll see how the start goes. I know P2 has an advantage because he has the inside line into turn 1, so
Yeah.
that'll be interesting.
It is a very, very long corner though, so P1 might be able to hang it around the outside, then get the inside line for the next long left-hander.
Yeah, exactly.
Interestingly, the bottom 10, including, well, the bottom 7 or 8, including Bills, are all on mediums except for Brent. So Brent going for the... He's on hard now, but he could be more aggressive towards the end of the race with his fresh sets of softs, depending on how many safety cars there are and what period of the race they come out in. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see if Brent gains positions or loses positions.
So some people in the press room are saying, especially FCT, he says, for the first question, what made or inspired you to start league racing? He says that online wasn't very good, and he saw on YouTube that people were racing normally and fair, so he is here now. On the views of his on his thoughts on China, he says nothing too special on this track, to be honest, but love the first 2 corners, but otherwise nothing too special.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of the drivers have been saying.
Yeah. Sminotler's thoughts are that track in the previous game felt very good, but this game I can't go on the limits, and otherwise it feels like I'm going to spin out, so it's rubbish. Interesting thoughts. Not very people in favour.
Yeah, this track with traction under curves is very, very difficult compared to last year's game. That is catching a lot of people out, as we saw in Bahrain with the big curves, and even here in the final corner.
Yeah.
And a lot of the drivers are also saying that that they decided to join league racing just for better racing, you know, because online lobbies, there's no real rules. You do get penalties and here and there for track limits and contacts, but you know, no one really cares that much in normal online lobbies. So it's nice to see that we got leagues to, you know, race cleanly and fairly and have actual competition.
Yeah,
and it does look like the pit strategy should be either soft to hards or soft mediums.
So let's see who gets the better start, FCT or Spinotler, and if there's any incidents. And would you like to do the lights out, or I can do
it? Sure, I'll do it. And it's lights out, and away we go. It looks like Spinotler does get a good start. He's alongside FCT. He will have the inside going into turn 1. Captain Blade behind them, but Spinotler does take the lead from FCT. In P2, Captain Blade also trying to go up the inside. He'll have the inside line for turn 2, the second apex. And he'll have to hold it round the outside through turn 3.
A bit of contact too.
Yeah, bit of contact there, but it looks like FCT does hold the position. And oh, Lucas nearly spins. I think there was contact between him and Captain Blade. Boris now trying to go on the inside through the hairpin.
Loads of people are side by side.
Yeah, lots of people. It looks like
the grass.
There might be a bit of damage for the Aston Martin, or maybe one of the Red Bulls there. I'm not sure. I did see some debris flying.
Yeah, look at this battle from behind P10. Look at this. Those people very, very bunched together.
Yeah.
Oh, and Bakke in the thick of it gets damaged, I think. For Bakke, yeah, that's very unfortunate at the start of this race.
Oh yeah, big damage for him. He's gonna have to pit early. He did want to run longer on his mediums, but unfortunately he couldn't do that.
Yep.
Bills with a good start. He managed to fend off everyone behind. It did look like he was about to get overtaken, but he got it back with a double left-hander. But it's
went
like
very well, and that's Aston Martin off into the grass of Banter Brandon. In his first race, he's retired. Oh no, very unlucky for Banter Brandon, and there is a VSC deployed.
That was a very good start from Spinotler. He was 7 tenths ahead of FCT, but this virtual safety car could either bunch them up or spread them out.
Yeah, it could. As I said at the start, P2 can have a very good start. As FCT has decided to jump into the pits in his Williams car, and we'll see what has he got wing damage or anything, or is he just pitting for his strategy wise?
Well, it looks like he doesn't have any damage, so it looks like strategy.
Damage. Interesting. Going for the 2-stop and then medium, I believe. Surely Captain Blade doesn't lead this race. It's Minotla, but my tables are glitching everywhere.
Yeah, it should get better soon, hopefully. But yeah, it's Minotla who does lead from, looks like Blade
Captain
now.
Blade, yeah, from Captain Blade, from Boris, from the two Hasses who are having a very impressive race. Boris and Lucas.
Yeah.
Boris has found loads of pace, and we already knew Lucas was pacey
Exactly.
in Silverstone.
Yeah, Boris was very opportunistic. He saw that going the exit of turn 3, Lucas did lose it a bit, and Boris went up the inside. But it is green flag running now.
And it is go, go, go. Captain Blade's way behind Minotla. I can't see the exact time because of my tables, but it doesn't look like he's very close. Lucas is decently close to his teammate, and it follows from there.
Yeah, it's going to be a big slipstream train down towards the penultimate hairpin.
It will be, yeah. Napapiji's got a very, very, very good exit, but he needs to be careful on the throttle, and he does slide.
Yeah, CJ Butch has a very good run of him now. They do have DRS. Do they? No, they don't have DRS.
No, I don't think so.
My bad.
Bill's
Butch
going around the outside. Bit of
yeah.
contact. This allows Napapidri to come into play, but nope. And it does say DRS enabled, so yeah, it should be after this lap.
Yeah, enabled now.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Bill's very close to Bell. Oh, that's Minotla. Minotla's off.
That's Minotla's round. No.
Oh no.
And he's onto the grass. That will put him way down into your there. Lovely start from Minotla, but he's gone down to P7.
But you know, there's a long race, so Bell goes past him as well. But there is a long race, you know, so he has great pace, so he could come back. Bill's also goes up the inside. It's not like has grassy tyres now, so he's gonna have a lack of grip.
And then Minotla's under attack from the Papidri.
Oh, that's unlucky for him from Spinola. Maybe just pushed it a bit too hard.
It's hard to control the car with a full tank of fuel as well. So some big gaps forming. Let's see if we can see any fight. Maybe Buzz and Belkatosco. And no yellow flags. Looks like an AlphaTauri of CJ Butch who's off, unfortunately.
Yeah, this track proving very difficult. And Butch, he's struggling to get his car around straight.
Bills is on the back of Belkatosco, and Bills gets the move done. Nearly, Belkatosco is fighting back, and he does fight back well. But Bills has got the better traction, and Bills, it's not a good camera angle. Bills jumps up into P7. Lovely.
Very good move around the outside.
Sminotla also coming with it. Sminotla gets the move done.
So Bell losing out a bit then.
And the Papidri has spun a little and he's gone onto the grass. The Austrian driver just got onto the... You don't want to get on the curbs at all in this game for sure.
He seems good now, right? Yeah. Bill's is a very good start, up into P7. He is on his mediums, so that is very good. And the timing screens are glitching out for me a bit.
Let's see if we can see some other fights. Belkatosco is quite close. Minotla's quite close. Minotla's looking to get back up, and the tables are glitching a bit for me again.
Yeah, Bill's out. He's on a medium tyre, so it's not like he's going to be faster. But Bill's he's showing great pace at the start of the race on his medium tyres.
He has, yeah.
And he will get DRS on Marius Daniels ahead, so it'll be even harder for Spinola to get past him. FCT is setting fastest sector 1s on his medium, so he's showing great pace, as he was already.
So Spinola could come back into this race. Belkatosco and Napapidri are fighting. Napapidri seems to have got past of the AlphaTauri driver, but he did look for a late move, but didn't go for it in the end, as we have yellow flags for FCT, who's off.
Oh no, he was looking very fast.
He was looking very, very nice, but he's off now, the Williams driver. Down into P13, just in Spinotla's fashion. And everyone's
a lot
going
of people
into the
pitting
pits
for safety car, yeah.
Taking advantage.
They might pit to hards or... Yeah,
I would say if you're on the softs, then either hards or medium for a two-stop strategy.
And it does look like no one has front wing damage, so smooth stop from everyone.
That's good.
Law
But
getting
Captain
out
Blade
just
right
ahead
now,
of Tanola.
being this race is Captain Blade on his soft tyres.
Yeah, it looks like not everyone's pitted, so they're gonna have to pit. Obviously, it's only a virtual. Oh, safety car now, safety car.
Oh,
It has been
it looks
upgraded.
like Brent and Andrew
Brent
have
is
had
out.
contact or something. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Andrew's
oh
off
wow,
and Brent is
yeah,
off.
big
Yeah, I
flash.
think they both have definitely had contact. Don't know what's happened at all, but this is really unfortunate as Multi's gone
Multi
into the
having to
grass
avoid.
fully.
Yeah, oh wow. I wonder what happened there, because
I
they
wonder
crashed
as well.
under virtual safety car.
Yeah, right in front, right behind the safety car. No idea what happened.
But I think I know what happened, because it looked like Andrew did pit for hard, so maybe Andrew pushed out of
Coming out the pits.
yeah, to get in ahead of Brent, and
Yeah, that can
maybe
happen.
they
We
were,
saw it into that like that
yeah,
in mid gear. Yeah, that's a
exactly.
good point.
Bit of misjudgment there from either one of them. I'm not really sure who, because we didn't see it, but that's really
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Mhm.
Especially because the safety car could have brought them very well into this race, especially Andrew. And even Brent, because he started last. But yeah, that's really unfortunate for them.
Spiritsy shouting for Boris, as we do have a full safety car, of course. And Captain Blade has pitted. Captain Blade decided to go into the pits. Boris has decided to go into the pits. The two soft runners who stayed on their softs. Lucas follows, so the two Hasses will have a double stack, unfortunately, for them. And Bills has ghosted right through Lucas. I don't know what's happened here. What's happened to Bills?
On my screen, he went out of the pit lane for a second.
Yeah, same here.
Is this another glitch?
I think so, it must be, because Bills went into the pits and then he... I don't know what happened there.
Hopefully it's not glitched for him like it was for like Evil Master yesterday.
Yeah,
and in
saw that.
Bahrain. Yeah, I really hope it's not glitched. But it does look like Blade and Boris are both on hards, and Law as well.
Yeah, Blade, Boris will be looking to take these hard tires right to the end. But Butch, I think, going for the two-stop, and Sminotla, Lucas and all of them on fresh mediums will be going for the two-stop strategy.
Yeah. So Law is going to have to get ahead of Butch quickly if he wants to set his sights on the lead or even second place.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because the mediums are much faster. Go on, yeah.
Yeah. No, I was going to say it's quite a mix-up. As you said, it is going to be interesting with the faster mediums, but the hards that can last longer. Oh.
Sorry, the McLaren is. I saw McLaren just go straight into the.
Yeah, it's Bills.
It's Bills, wasn't it? Yeah.
On the timing screens, it said he's in last, but on in the actual track, it's P5. So
there's some big glitches going on in this game.
Yeah, that's really confusing. Does it look like we're just waiting for who's that? That's FCT, and then we can get going again.
Yeah, FCT, and then I think next lap we'll get going.
Security saying multi for the podium. He's going to the end. It looks like.
Yeah. Maybe Multi can get a podium. We'll see.
Yeah, he does have pretty good pace. So we'll see.
So the safety car will stay out for one more lap. In this case, we can look at some more press room questions. Captain Blade. He says that his biggest rivals between teams, he thinks the biggest team would be Haas, Red Bull and Aston Martin. He says that we were in the mix, but I don't have a teammate now, so my team chance is quite gone. So his rivals seem to be Haas, Red Bull and Aston Martin, which are all very, very strong teams.
Yeah, especially Haas. Haas second and fifth, they had a great start. And Lucas, well, they're both boxed, and it looks like they might. Well, Boris is definitely going to the end. I'm not sure about Lucas, but they are very strong. The two Hasses.
Yeah, alongside the Williams as well. They're running in a P11 and P12 respectively, Multi and FC2, but they look very strong in quali and in race pace. Not had a little bit of a spin which I caught. He should be back on track though. Yeah, he doesn't lose any position. He just had a little bit of a spin.
Yeah, and they really have to be careful on these because their tyres could be cold because of how slow the safety car is going. So they will have to be
Yeah.
careful.
Especially hard runners need to warm up their tyres loads.
Nah, yeah. FET is saying him himself is the biggest rival. His biggest rival. He just doesn't want to burn it into the wall. But he's also saying that well, every team is his rival. That this is a great tier. All these drivers are very fast and it's very competitive. So he's saying everyone is his rival for this. For at least this race, seeing as the first race was very competitive. A lot of people are also saying that they got into league racing through YouTubers, which is interesting.
Very interesting, yeah.
Also, that safety car is coming in this lap.
Who make the name for themselves, so just Tiamat Mardik and all of them.
Yeah. Captain Blades, he looks like he wants to back up the pack a bit, let the safety car go, and then just control the field for the restart on his hards.
Let's see if he bunches up the pack or if he decides to just go. He seems to be bunching up the pack a load, but Boris doesn't want to get too close to Captain Blade. As Captain Blade's decided to gone already.
That was very early from him, but a great
He's made
restart
the
from
jump
him.
with a gap of 1.3 seconds. Yeah.
Wow. Behind, it looks like Law went a bit wide, and that well, it's Bill's behind him. I'm not sure if it's glitched or not, but he's trying to go for a move around the outside. It says it's still P14, but he's still trying to go for it around the outside, but Law just defends enough. And now, who's that? Lucas is getting into action as well. They're going to be... Bills actually gets ahead of Law.
Oh, what's happening?
Oh. I'm not...
But Lucas does make the move on the McLaren in the end, unless Bill sticks around. And Lucas has spun! Lucas has spun in the end, gone onto the gravel after a bit of contact with Bills, I believe, in the McLaren. And another driver swooped down as we see a three-way fight between FCT, Spinotla and Multi. FCT trying to go round the outside of the Red Bull. Will he make the move stick? He does make the move stick. Very nice move from FCT. But yeah, we saw Lucas just spinning after contact from Bills, which is unlucky.
Yeah. Back when it's difficult, you have to be like alongside to go for the overtake because of how tight
yellow
it
flags
is.
for me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the same. It is very confusing. But these drivers do look like they're still racing, so I guess we'll just take it as a green flag for now.
Yeah,
oh, looks like yeah.
And Papridge is going for a double overtake maybe, if he can get the move done on the McLaren as well, going into the penultimate corner. Here he comes in the Mercedes, and even on the Ferrari as well. He jumps up into P4. Lovely moves from Papridge.
Law seems like he's struggling a bit on his hards. He's gone wide twice, and that's allowed people to get past him twice. Although Bills didn't fully get past him, but he wants to be a bit more careful in his hards. And these medium runners looking very promising. But CJ Butch losing a lot of time from Boris because obviously he's on very worn tyres now.
Yeah, that is true. Lucas is trying to fight back after his spin, and he is trying to make a move on Flying Boy Val. They're very, very close, but isn't going for the move yet. I don't think he got the best attractions out of turn 1. And had a little kick there, but still didn't go for it. Yeah.
Back around the back of Marius Daniel as well, but he's going to find it hard to overtake through this middle sector. Long twisty corners. And 5th, 6th, and also Bills, they're looking very close as well. Marius Daniel's just watching on there, and it looks like Papridge has got past Butch into P3.
Just before the straight.
Yeah, Butch on worn tyres now, 8 lap hold medium, so he's gonna have to be careful on those. Maybe because he's losing a lot of time, maybe he wants to pit now and maybe go for the undercut, or you know, because you don't want to be on worn tyres for too long, but at the same time you want your tyres to last till the very end of the race.
Exactly, yeah. Again, a three-way fight between the back markers of Multi, FCT and Spinotla. Multi's on used hards, 6 lap old hards, as the DRS is now enabled from race control. But Boris is closing on Captain Blade. Just now, he's just 6/10 behind Captain Blade. Looking to get
this race DRS as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Multi.
Oh.
He's out.
Multi is out, yeah. I
It
don't know
was the
what's going
last
on here
corner
with my
again.
cables. But last
Yes.
corner, Multi is out, and it's a
Yeah, the
virtual
last
safety
corner.
car that's deployed.
Another one. So we've had like three safety cars already then.
I don't know what happened there. Final corner just like Lucas in quali, I reckon.
Yeah.
And there is another virtual safety car.
Well then, this race is seeming to be very difficult for the drivers. And so, will DRS be enabled as soon as they go, or will we have to wait 3 laps again?
I think it should be as soon as it goes, because it's only safety car with 3 laps. I don't think the BSC is like that, but...
Well, it looks like no one has damage yet, so they've kept it pretty clean.
Yeah, the Papage's gone up 14 positions in his Mercedes. He's had an awesome drive.
Yeah,
CJ Butcher's also...
well.
Yeah, he's pit as well,
Yeah.
which is an impressive thing. CJ Butcher's gone up 9 positions. Flying Boval also going up 6 positions from where he was in P15 in his Ferrari. So these drivers doing very good.
Oh, they go racing again. DRS enabled. Boris is 6/10 behind Blade, so he's got DRS now, so he's going to catch even more.
Maris Daniel made a move on Belkatosco, and Bakker even making... I don't know what's going on with Bills at all. I'm very confused with him, as Bakker's gone very, very wide. He braked way too late, and lots of people going past him, including Lucas. Oh, what's going on here? The Papage's the wrong way round, and CJ Butcher's retired from the session.
F1 is. Maris Daniel is as well.
I don't know what the hell happened.
What? It looks like Bills is in the pit. It looks like was Val involved with it as well?
And 2 people getting 5-second time penalties. I have no idea. Sorry about that, guys. We have no idea what happened.
Yeah, this is very confusing. Racing time for me is just messing up a bit. But look at the gap between Boris and Blaze now. And Boris is gonna get dirty air through this sector, but he's gonna get DRS through the long back straight.
Yeah,
and slipstream as well.
As the Papage gets moved on a Flying Boy Val. Now we'll focus on the Boris and Captain Blade battle.
Interestingly, Blade does have full ERS, so he can use as much as he wants compared to Boris, who only has 80%. Looks like it's going for a move.
Boris is going for a P. Yeah.
Wow.
And he does get the move done, but sure, will Captain Blade have DRS or not?
I think he will, because he was behind going into the activation zone. And he has full ERS as well.
Full ERS and DRS. I think that might have been Captain Blade's tactic. And he's using it all, but Boris, can he get past Boris? This is not a good camera angle. No, he can't. He's too far behind to go for the move.
Back has spun. The long
hander. He's on the grass.
Lost traction again, like we saw in qualifying with some people.
Yeah.
Of his worn mediums as well, so that could be why. But he's got it back again.
John's told us in YouTube live chat, Bills has got connection problems, was lagging all over the place on Spinotters on board. So having a few issues as Bills. Captain Blade wants to get this P1 position back as Spinotters sets the fastest lap of this race. He's looking to get back up to the race lead where he was before, but unfortunately with a little spin, he's down to P7.
Yeah, he has got faster sector 1 and 3 zones. He's looking very fast. The fast lap, of course. The Papage also looking very good as well. As you said, he made up 14 places. He did have that collision, but he still made up 9 places. He does look very strong. And Blade is going to get DRS through the back straight. Boris looks a bit wayward going through that left-hander there.
And Blade got a really loosey-goosey onto the long straight, and he'll be way far behind to make the move, even more than last lap, and he won't be able to go up into P1, I guess.
Even for these high gear drivers, the track seems very just slippy out there.
Yeah. Belkatosco is also too far away, especially on the long straight. Traction on the long straight, that's very slippery on in the race.
Yeah, and on their hard tyres as well for some of them, and worn mediums as well. I can see why these drivers are opting for the higher gears. That's just
Yeah,
because
just
of
traction.
the traction. Yeah, it's not like gaining on FCT, and Lucas is right ahead of the pair as well. I'm looking at the tyre wear now. It does look like FCT has a bit more tyre wear than Spinola. Spinola and Lucas, they are both looking after the tyres quite nicely. And so up front, so is Blade. Blade is looking after his tyres very, very well behind Boris. We saw Boris like losing his back end a bit. So yeah, he's got a bit more tyre wear than Blade.
Belkotosco is the closest driver right now to any driver on track, and they've both got very good traction, Belkotosco and Law, but Belkotosco's got very, very good traction. He's got DRS, he's got a full bar of ERS as well. And now we'll see which way will he go. He decides to go to the right of Law. Bit of twitching going on as Bills gets a drive through penalty, but here comes Bell on Law, and he just gets the move as Flying Boy Val's retired from the session.
Is that going to be another safety car? It's the same exact place.
And yeah, there is another safety car. Flying Boy Val just lost it on the traction zone as he is out. So that's another safety car. Law has missed the pits. Luke has gone into the pits, followed by FCT, Spinotla, the Papidry. We'll see what the others decide to do. Maris and Bakker both have a 5 seconds, so they'll be looking to serve that.
Well, Law missed the pits, but he could go to the end, so he's going to have track position, but he's going to have slower tyres on his hards and more worn tyres. And with the track being very, very slippery, you know, it's going to be difficult for him. But he's shown great pace throughout this season so far. So let's see what he could do with his tyres.
So we've now had 6 retirements in this China race, proving to be a very interesting race. This is perfect for the medium runners. They can go on to another fresh set of mediums to the end. FCT's opted for a fresh set of hards alongside Napapidry and Bakker. Bakker and Murray Stanley have got rid of their 5-second penalty, and they're fresh now for another 14 laps of this race in China.
Yeah, halfway point, and we've already had 4 safety cars, I think it is.
Yeah,
maybe
and a few VSCs as well.
Exactly. It's been quite chaotic race, this one. It's very difficult for the drivers, as I've said before. But yeah, it does look like Spinotla didn't pit, so he's still got track position, and the his mediums will make it to the end because he's only got 2 laps of mediums, and he's got great pace. So it's going to be interesting to see his fight with FCT. FCT is also going to be wanting to push up the field, get as many overtakes on as possible, because I'm pretty sure he also spun at the start as well. So it's Spinotla and FCT, arguably the 2 fastest drivers on this racetrack right now. They're going to be fighting it out to see who can, gain the most positions before the end of the race, and maybe even challenge for a win. Or at least a podium. And also Marius Daniels, he's looked strong. He's looked like he's had great pace. He's been in the mid-pack for quite some time, but these safety cars could really help him.
Yeah, exactly, and he's a driver with strong race pace as well. Overall, just like a balanced driver, so we'll see how his race goes. And as the championship stands, Boris will be leading the championship. Captain Blade with P2 and Belkotosco P3. Well, that might just be TAS being weird, but I think that should be right.
Well, yeah, I think it.
Yeah. Law would be in P4 and Lucas would be in P5.
Boris has had a very... Yeah, but Boris, I say he's had a very good start, which he has done, but he does have to pit. He might have to pit again. Blade and Boris, they might have to pit again on the hards. It looks like the safety cars have helped them though, but they are going to be very, very slow. And also Belkotosco and Law as well. The top 4, they're on worn tyres, so everyone behind them, they're going to be much faster. So I wonder if they're going to pit or if they're just going to stay out and try and defend as hard as they can from the guys behind, who are all on fresh mediums or hards.
Yeah, this has been a very, very glitchy race though. Very tough for the drivers with glitches and whatnot. But,
Yeah,
we'll see.
I do
Safety
feel
car
bad
is in
for
the
them.
snap.
Yeah, I do feel bad for them, because they've been, some of them have been, working hard the whole week to get good pay for this track, and then, the Codemasters and EA, the servers just aren't very reliable.
Yeah, Sminotlo's asking for a restart. He thinks it's a messed up lobby. And back, we have confirmation from the lobby host and the coordinator that we will not restart. So no restart, and we're going through for 13 straight laps of high gear.
Yep.
Let's see when Boris decides to put his foot on the gas.
He's not going to go early like Blade did last time.
He
Oh,
has
not Blade
gone
did.
now.
Yeah.
And Captain Blades has had a very good restart. He's very, very close to the back of Boris, almost on the gearbox. We'll see if he can make a move in the following laps. Anyone else close enough to try and make a move? Balkatosco went very wide. Lucas is on the back of Law as well.
Yep, he'll have a great run through turn 3. They're almost side by side. Lucas just having to back out, but he does have a good run down towards the hairpin. Is he going to go for it?
Ooh, just a very late move from Lucas. And he does get the move done, although that was very late. I think he just braked too late and then he just went for it.
Yeah, it was a great move though, nonetheless.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I could see Blade, he's sliding around a lot on his halves. They are struggling. Yellow flags, it looks like
Yellow
that's the
flags.
Papistry he spun.
Napidry, yeah. Very unfortunate for Napidry there.
Also, Multi saying that he's saying that they can't even race. So yeah, I'm not really sure what is going on. But again, Baka said that we won't restart.
We won't restart at all, yeah. FCT looks very close to Law. We'll see which way FCT decides to go. He decides to go left. And he's going for the switchback. They do make lots of contact. And Svinotlik comes into the mix.
Yeah, it's not like gets FCT as well. No damage, even though they did make contact. It's not like might get Law as well here.
Yeah, I'm just watching that into turn 1. It'll be a risky move round the outside, but he might make it stick. Oh, he does go for it. Still side by side, both the Red Bull and the Ferrari. And Sminotla now side by side still, but Sminotla now goes up into P5 in the end. Good racing from both drivers.
Great racing. And Lucas on his fresh tyres compared to everyone around him, he did get past Belkotosco into the hairpin as the battle behind was happening, but Belkotosco, even on his worn tyres, has managed to get past again, so it's going to be a great fight between these two.
Law and Sminotla had another battle straight after that, but Sminotla regained his overtake in the end with a bit of contact, but that was it. FCT's on the back of Law as well, but he's gone very, very wide.
But he's very close now though.
He is.
And with much, much more ERS than Law. He's got 80%, Law's got 50%.
Yeah, but he's not using his ERS, FCT. Now he does in the end. Spinotla and Lucas are also fighting, but we'll look at FCT. And he goes down the inside of the Ferrari, bit of contact, but FCT makes an overall clean move in the end.
That was a good move. Not also getting past Lucas, as you said. And Spinotla now right at the back of Belkotosco.
Who's in AI.
Yeah, I think he's out now.
Now he's out, yeah.
And then Papaju fastest that. But yes, we're not now back into P3. Is he going to be going to the end on his medium tyres? We will wait and see, but he's back into the podium and he's got very, very strong pace. So he's going to be looking to catch up to Blade and Boris, who are both on well, they're both on worn tyres, and Spinotto's very fast, so he is hopefully on his side, he's going to gain again on the front two quite a lot.
Yeah,
And
someone
we've
who's benefiting. Oh, Lucas has just lost it. Lucas has lost it a lot, and he gets a 3-second time penalty, and he gets overtaken by FCT the best. So Lucas just had a really bad moment there. But Boris and Captain Blade with their 11 lap old hard tyres are just chilling from this battling between P3, P4 and P5.
Yeah, but it's not like it's like a whole second in front of Belkotosco now. He doesn't even have DRS from Spinola, so it's going to help Spinola a lot.
Oh, Marisaniel's gone to grass, but he's back on track now, which is good.
Yeah, same corner.
Napapidri was having a peek on back and forth move, but I think he's just a bit too far away. Maybe on the start-finish straight, we'll see. He did get a very good exit, does the Austrian driver. And that's a great move, even before the braking zone and getting the fastest lap on his way there.
Nice move from him. It's not he's not gaining as much on Blade as I would have expected, but we've still got 9 laps to go, so we will see what happens with Blade and Boris still fighting out ahead.
Yeah. Blade has had DRS for this. Sorry, he's been within the 1 second window, but not being able to make the move yet on Boris.
Yeah. Boris being very well under pressure because the long straights, they see drivers gain quite a lot. So Boris doing well there to defend. It's not now within 1 second. Well, kind of within 1 second. I don't think he's going to get DRS on Blade this lap, but he is very close now.
Yeah, maybe not this lap, as you said, but very, very, very close to maybe aim for a move on the next lap. Blade within DRS again, but not enough. Anyone else? Maybe Napapidri? No, not close enough. So only 11 drivers in this race, but still proving to be a very exciting one with all the drivers close to each other. Boris and Captain Blade, I guess, favourites to win, unless Minotla, who is in P3 on 6 lap old mediums, but his mediums will die as Belkotosco jumps into the pits on 13 lap old mediums. So you've gone to softs? I don't know, probably softs.
Yep, 8 laps to go and go to the end. Maybe try to get past this lap. Well, yeah, but he's in the top 10, so he could get a point for the team and for himself if he does get fastest lap. You'll have to pip that off Napapidri, who has got a 1:32.9. Belkotosco's fastest lap is a 1:34.9, so 2 second difference, but with fresh softs. Oh well, fresh mediums actually is. So he's on fresh mediums with 8 laps to go, but he could still get the fastest lap if he just looks after his tyres on the south lap. Bill's also in, he's in the pits. I'm not sure why he's going to change to.
He's on 8 lap old softs. If he has a spare pair of mediums, maybe onto mediums, or else I don't know.
Yep, there's mediums. FT2 now out at the back of Spinola. And Lucas just dropping back a bit, 2.3 seconds. But it's going to be a fight for the lead here. Spinola getting very close to Blade. He's got DRS. Blade has also got DRS. But Spinola is closing and closing, and he's going to go for it at the inside.
He's on the right. Oh, and he just, yeah.
Oh, it goes to the outside.
Captain Blade is defending this position hard. He doesn't want to lose this P2 at all. But in the end, he has to give it up.
On worn tyres and slower tyres. But Spinola's tyres, they might start to run out now as Napapidri gets another fastest lap. But Spinola 2 tenths within both now. You can see how close they are. They're very close. And Spinola from he spun and he was near last. He's now got himself back up into P2. So it's a very, very strong performance from him. And he could be looking at the lead with 7 laps to go.
Exactly, yeah. Belkotosco unfortunately gets a 2 second time penalty. But not many drivers getting penalties as I thought, to be honest. Only Luke and Belkotosco's are the one. Although some people have served it in the pits, not many penalties as I would have thought in the end. It's
been a cleaner race in my opinion than Bahrain. there were quite a lot of reports in Bahrain, and hopefully there's less in this race because it has been a bit cleaner.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to see in league racing. We want to see hard racing but clean racing.
All eyes now on Sminotla in his Red Bull. Can he get the move done on Boris? DRS now enabled and doesn't even need to use DRS really, and he jumps up into P1.
Wow, so from near last to P1, well, great performance from him, but he has to now keep it on the track with warm mediums for another 7 laps.
So he got into P1 at the start with an awesome start, then went back down to around P8, P9, and then back up to P1. Shows the pace and racecraft of Sminotla.
Yeah, that was a great overtake from him. Oh,
Boris had
Boris,
a little peak.
yeah, little peak, and Sminotla does go a bit wide, so that could promote Boris in his move, but no, he sticks behind for now. He might get DRS through the back straight if he could stay in touch with Sminotla. Blade also looking to gain on FCT as well, while the top two fight.
FCT
But
has
you know
closed in.
Oh yeah, go.
Yeah, he's closed in on Captain Blade, and he should be able to make the move on the straight. Go on.
I was going to say, Blade and Boris, they've done very well with their worn hards to defend from the guys behind and even keep up with Sminotla as they're doing right now. They have done very well, so props to them on that. But FCT might want to go for a move on Blade.
Yeah, keep me updated on that whilst I look at Baka and Law. Baka's trying to make a move on Law in his Red Bull. He decides to go to the right of the track and in the end does get the move done on Law. So lovely lap from Baka in his Red Bull.
FCT is now ahead of Blade. There was a bit of contact, but it was a fairly clean move as Lucas goes a bit wide, gets another penalty.
Baka's had an awful final corner. This allows Law to get in front of him maybe. Yeah, Law jumps up into P7 after that. All Baka's hard work is undone.
Yeah, but he is on better tyres, so he could come back. He might come back. Oh, they got very close there, and Baka, he does look like he's going to get the better run to down into the hairpin. He's going to have slipstream, he's going to have more ERS, but he's not using any of his ERS, and he just about stays behind. He doesn't want to risk some moves, you know, he doesn't want to risk front wing damage or anything like that.
Captain Blade and FCT have been side by side for a while now, but Captain Blade not being able to make the move done to get up into the podium positions. Of course he's on 16 lap old hards. They'll be taking a beating around about now. And FCT is looking in a prime position to maybe snatch P2 and maybe even P1 if he keeps his pace up.
Yeah, it looks like Blade is on 30% tyre wear and Boris is on 40% tyre wear, so they are going to slow down quite a lot compared to their competitors around them. But they're still keeping in touch, as I said before. They are looking very strong and very pacey. But no position change between the top four on the last straight.
Baka seems to have got past Law on the main straight, which is good for him.
Great fight between these two.
Law, of course, on 17 lap old medium, 17 lap old hards. So he'll be looking to just finish the race in a good position because it's very easy to spin on hard tyres, of course.
The Papatry now also very close. So it's a fight between the top 5 for the win, but Sminotla, he's now 9/10 ahead of Boris, so he doesn't have to push too hard, but he is still gaining bit by bit. He's got 30% tyres, so he's going to have to look after them a bit, and he doesn't want to spin like earlier, because we've only got 4 laps to go.
Napapiji is very close to his teammate as well. He goes to the right, DRS enabled. Oh, they are side by side, the two Mercs. Who gets the advantage? Napapiji. He does get the move done. Captain Blade tries to fight back, but can't in the end.
Yeah, FTT also ahead of Boris, so it looks like these fresher tyres, they are moving up the pack a bit. And Boris is going to want to defend for his life for the podium because Napapiji is on 8 lap cold fresher tyres than Boris. And
Yeah,
he does look like he's closing quite a lot.
So it's very interesting because we have on one hand Smilotla, who's had these medium tyres on for nearly the end of their life, and FCT, who's on 10 lap odd hards, but Boris is on 8 lap odd hards, so it just comes down to who can keep on track. Yeah.
Blade, he looks like he's lost a bit of time to Napapiji. He's going to want to stay in 1 second to get the DRS. Which, I think he just missed the DRS there, which is unfortunate for him. And he doesn't have too much DRS as well.
Yeah. Boris seems to be less than 10% ERS. Napapiji is also just about 12% ERS. Can't seem to get the move done on Boris.
Well, that's just Baka. He's found in the same corner. The long right-hander. Got it back going again, but that's unfortunate for him.
Very important. He's not at the best of races as Baka.
No. And as you did point out a second ago, these drivers, except for I would say Spinotto with 30% ERS, these drivers, they're very, very low on ERS. But FTT right behind Spinotto now. And as we saw last race, Spinotto is looking after his ERS.
Boris has spun out the race. Boris has spun out, and he's had contact with Captain Blade. Oh no, this is very unfortunate for Boris. There were side by side Boris and I believe FCT into turn 1, and then Boris just spun the car after contact.
Yeah, because he had 50% ERS, so yeah, it's very cheap for him. He also has he has 8% damage to his front wing on his right, I think it might be.
So as the podium stands, number 1 Sminotla, number 2 FCT, and number 3 Napapiji.
Yeah, it looks like the guy from the fresher tyres leading this race now. So the gamble to stay out for Boris and Blade, it worked. Well, they lost position, so it didn't fully work. But at least for Blade, he's still got decent points. But yeah. Boris though, just getting a bit unlucky with that spin.
As we said before, awesome drive from Napapiji. He's gone up 14 positions, so he'll definitely be my driver today, and I'm sure from the team too.
Exactly. FTT now right at the back of Spinotto with 1 extra lap to go. And Bills might get in the way, just hopefully he doesn't.
Bills gets out of the way nicely. I don't think it's Bills, I think it might be his AI.
Yeah, that is good. It looks like the top 3 in the Napapiji, FTT and Spinotto all fighting. Spinotto is on more worn tyres, but he's on medium to the faster tyres, so it's going to be interesting to see how well his defense is against FTT and even Napapiji. Napapiji, he's just going to be wanting to sit behind, wait to see if these guys get into any fights and see if he can just nab the lead.
Anything after this is just a bonus from Napapiji. He's gone up from P17 up to P3. Really, really good drive from him.
Yeah, very impressive.
And Lucas has had a fairly quiet race. Captain Blade's having a bit of traffic from Bill's, his AI, who's got blue flags.
Yeah, Lucas could get Blade on this final lap with his much fresher tyres and also his faster tyres as well on mediums. With Blade on, it looks like 40% tyre wear. And I want to also say Law doing a very good job with 40% tyre wear on 22 lap hold hards, as Batter does get another penalty unfortunately for him.
Yeah, I'm focusing just on FCT right now, see if he can maybe get the lead on the last lap of this race. In terms of tyres, he's on 13 lap old hard, whereas Minotla, he'll have to be very careful on traction with 15 lap old medium tyres. And Napapaji's not close behind either. Napapaji is close behind as well.
Yeah, onto the final section of the race now. It's going to be very close, like Bahrain. See who will win this race. Oh, FCT getting very sided there. It's going to allow Napapaji to get close.
Napapaji side by side. It's going to be a drag race till the end. On the final lap of this RPM high gear race at China, both using overtake as much as they can. Napapaji is going to brake very late, and FCT and a bit of contact as well. Napapaji can go up, and they're still side by side. Who's going to get the move done? They're fighting very hard. Napapaji gets up into P2 in the end. Sminotla in the end wins a high gear race. Awesome drive from Sminotla. With the end last lap battle, Napapaji P2, FCT P3. Captain Blade will take P4, Lucas P5, his other Haas teammate following him. Boris comes from home into P6. Oh no, they switched.
Yeah, Lucas had a 6-second penalty, yes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Boris P5, Lucas P6, Maris Daniel P7, Lord P8. Backup, not the best race for Backup, but it's still points are points. P9, Belkowska P10 and Bills P11. And we had around 5 or 6 DNFs. And the Napapaji's the driver of the day. He's deserved it for that.
That was a great race from the front. From the front, 3 drivers. And Sminotla with a very great drive he had a great start, then he went down the field with a spin, but he came back to first, and the British driver has won this round 2 in RPM Highgate China.
Awesome. Shall we do some race interviews?
Yes, why not? Should I invite them?
Yeah, please. I don't think Sminotla does voice chat, so not Sminotla, but Napapaji, FCT, and that's our podium. We can choose a driver of the day. Any other driver, your choice, you can invite.
Sure. Well, we can do Napapaji, FCT, and then we can do Lucas. We can.
Okay.
Was Lucas? Yeah, we can ask him how his race was, because his race was very uppy and down, you know. I'm just going to invite them now.
Right, they all invited?
I invited Napapaji. I'm just about to invite FCT and then Lucas.
Cool.
And then hopefully they can join. Nice, so I've invited all of them now, so let's see if they join. And I will also ask them in Highgate chat if they...
Yeah, just in case. Hopefully someone joins, otherwise we'll just have interviews with no one.
Yeah. we'll wait enough a minute.
Yeah,
I have pinged them in Discord.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Well, FCT is not.
FCT's off. We can invite Captain Blade.
Yep.
Yeah, if you can invite Captain Blade, please, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, Lucas can't come. FCT can't come. We'll just wait for Captain Blade.
Yeah, I'll ask if they can do it. If not, then that's okay. Yep, but Blade said he will be able to do it.
Cool.
So I'll invite him now. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. We haven't got many interviews for tonight, but we will have one at least. So I'm inviting him right now. Ah, there we go. Yep, so let's just see if he joins. Oh, I did invite him, so.
Let's hope he joins, otherwise.
Yeah.
Good.
We'll wait a minute and
Right, I'll invite him quickly.
no, I did invite him, so I'm not sure what happened there.
Right, so we'll wait about a minute. If not, that'll be it.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I can add him because of his settings. So that is it then, I guess. For that is it for our high gear race here in China. A few glitches, a few bad moments, but overall a decent race, and we had fun commentating. Shaq, any words?
Yep, sorry about not getting interviewed, guys, but yeah, that was a great race, especially at the front and the last lap. That was very entertaining, so hopefully you guys enjoyed.